Making money in Pakistan is easy nowadays. In this video I will tell you about passive income, ways to earn money. Press the red bell icon and subscribe to Knowledge Builder. My name is Saad. Today's topic is on 10 passive income ideas to earn money. 1. Start a dropshipping store. Dropshipping is one of the best passive income ideas to earn money from wherever you are, even if you don't have a lot of cash flow to begin with. Some dropshippers report making upward of $100,000 per year. Dropshipping is not a get-rich-quick scheme, however, as it takes some upfront investment of time in order to generate income. The dropshipping business model involves creating an e-commerce store where customers browse and buy products. What's interesting about dropshipping is that you don't have to see or physically manage the products you sell. With dropshipping, your supplier handles everything from manufacturing to packaging to fulfillment. And since you don't need to send money to your supplier until your customers pay, this passive income business has limited cash risk. 2. Create a print-on-demand store. If you're an artist, designer, or entrepreneur, print-on-demand can be a profitable passive income stream and monetize your creativity. It involves working with suppliers to customize white-label products like t-shirts, posters, backpacks, or books and selling them on a per-order basis. Similar to dropshipping, you only pay for the product after you sell it. There's no buying in bulk or inventory needed. Print-on-demand stores are a good passive income stream because you can create products quickly and put them up for sale in minutes. Shipping and fulfillment is taken care of by your supplier. Once your store is set up, you can automate many marketing and sales processes. With a print-on-demand company like Printful, you can easily create products to sell in your Shopify store quickly. Overall, print-on-demand is a simple, low-risk passive income source you can get up and running fast. 3. Sell digital products. Digital products are assets or pieces of media consumers can't touch physically. These include downloadable or streamable files such as Kindle books, templates, plugins, or PDFs. Digital products are great passive income sources because they have high profit margins. You only have to make the asset once, and you can sell it repeatedly via your online business. There's no storage or inventory needed. You can sell as many digital products as you want. Many creators scale passive income from digital assets by selling kits, printables, files, and other materials professionals can use. UX Kits, for example, sells personas, flowcharts, and wireframes to assist the design process. The brand has sold its products to more than 10,000 customers in over 100 countries and continues to sell these lucrative products online today, demonstrating the potential of this passive income strategy. 4. Teach online courses. It's easier than ever for educators to sell courses online. Whether it's marketing, illustration, or entrepreneurship, you can create pre-recorded courses and start selling with few limitations. Similar to digital products, you can sell online courses repeatedly without holding any inventory or stock, generating passive income. Teaching online requires some upfront investment in time. You'll need to outline your course, record it, and create downloadable assets like templates for students to walk away with. Take Yeji Saryen, founder of Yeji Beauty, for example. After creating an online beauty brand selling eyelash extension products, she created an educational branch called Yeji Academy. Her lash classes help entrepreneurs around the world jumpstart their beauty careers, offering both online and on-site training. 5. Become a blogger. Starting a blog can be a challenging venture, but the blogging business model is only becoming more successful as a passive income stream. You don't need to be an internet celebrity anymore to earn money online. All you have to do is find your people on one or two platforms, then send them to your website. It takes a little bit of time to build a blog, but if you create quality content and promote it through your platforms, you'll build an audience big enough to generate a significant income stream. The best part? You don't need any design or coding skills to start a blog. With a content management system and hosting service like Shopify, you can get a blog up and running in no time. You'll need to invest time into creating an SEO marketing strategy and producing and promoting the content, but know that your efforts will be rewarded. The return on these passive income investments can be upward of $30,000 per month, depending on how you monetize your blog. 6. Buy and sell websites. Websites abound on just about any topic you can think of. The best part? A lot of them make a healthy income through the likes of affiliates, ads, memberships, or products, and they're often put up for sale. Sites like Exchange Marketplace make it easy to buy and sell online stores securely once you open and verify an account. It's a great way to own a business that already has some sales and traffic coming in. Once you complete your purchase, you also get access to seller support afterward to ensure you do well. 7. Sell designs online. Design websites like 99 Designs, ThemeForest, or Creative Market are great places to generate a passive income stream by selling digital designs online. Whether you use a website builder to build website themes, logos, branding resources, templates, illustrations, or even fonts, these platforms offer a built-in market that is already looking for design resources. Graphic design in the US is a $13.1 billion industry and is only growing. Thankfully, getting a piece of that pie passively can be easy too. For instance, if you wanted to start selling designs on Creative Market, you'd need to apply and wait for approval. From there, you get your own storefront, where you can start selling your branded designs. 8. Invest in businesses. Today, getting started investing in historically inaccessible business opportunities is absolutely possible. Platforms like myinvest.com make it easy to invest passively with a $100 initial investment without any of the investor fees. The returns? As with any investment, it depends. But Myinvest aims to earn you anywhere from 10% to 25%. You don't even have to vet the businesses yourself. Myinvest takes care of the vetting process for you. You simply invest the capital to get started. As a passive income idea, this is a great, safe way to step into the business investment world and learn as you go. 9. Create a job board. A job board is a great way to earn passive income as an online entrepreneur. These websites are used by employers to promote job vacancies to job searchers. Job seekers can look for new job opportunities online or in person. You can charge employers to post on your job board and offer premium features like sponsored jobs or unlimited access to your candidate database. Even if you don't want to design a job board from scratch, you can buy a job board theme and start generating passive income right away. Now, building the website is the easy part. Creating awareness of your job board is where the bulk of the work is. Once you get the flywheel going and your job board becomes established with return customers, you can count on a large part of your income to be passive. Check out sites like ProBlogger, Dribbble, or Construction Jobs for inspiration. 10. Sell stock photos online. Unlike many of the other passive income ideas on this list, photography is a service-based business, which typically means you get paid for your time. You must be at an event or photo shoot to make money with photography, which, even if you're making a killing, can be tiring after a while. However, if you're a full-time photographer or own a good camera, you can generate passive income from photography by selling photos online. Stock photo sites like Pexels, Shutterstock, and other online media houses will pay for high-quality photos and videos. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.